Today I want to talk about Mary Little. Mary Little was 25 years old the day she disappeared from the Lenox Square shopping center in Atlanta, Georgia. On October 14th, 1965, Mary went to the Lenox Square shopping center to meet a friend to do some window shopping and have dinner. Well, at about 8 p.m., after dinner was over, they said goodbye to one another. The coworker went her way, and Mary went her separate way. The next morning, Mary didn't show up for work, and this caused her boss to be concerned. So his course of action was to call her landlord and say, "Hey, have you seen Mary?" Well, the landlord decided to go into her apartment. Whenever he went into the apartment, he said that the apartment was empty. Mary didn't look like she had been there. So this prompted the boss to then go to the coworker that had seen Mary last, and he was like, "Hey, where's Mary? She didn't show up for work this morning." So the coworker said, "Well, we said goodbye last night, and she went her separate way, and I went my separate way, and that's the last I saw Mary." Now, instead of doing the normal thing and maybe just waiting it out, or I don't know, contacting the police, he calls the security guards at the shopping center at the time and asked them to check the lot for Mary's car. So the security guards allegedly went out and looked for the car, didn't see the car, rang the boss back and was like, "Hey, we don't see the car here." Now, super duper worried, the boss, instead of calling the police again, went to the parking lot at about noon and found the car exactly where Mary's coworker said it would be. Even though the security team went out there, allegedly, looked around and said, "Hey, we don't see the car," he happened to show up and see the car exactly where it was supposed to be. Now, at the time, the security detail for the Lenox Square Shopping Center would keep a log of the cars that had been left there overnight so that they could issue citations to the vehicles left in the car park overnight. I don't know how this information was let loose, but the car that Mary was driving was not in the car log as being left in the lot overnight. I don't know how this information was obtained because the police never obtained that information. They never subpoenaed the call logs or car logs or anything like that. Now, the Lenox Square Shopping Center is enormous. You can see here that it's pretty extensive, and the parking in the area is really extensive. So it's organized by like color and number. So you have your like red section, your green section, your yellow section, and each of those sections have numbers in it, and that's how they would keep the logs. So once the car is finally located by the boss, the police were called, and they arrive and they examine the car and find the exterior of Mary's car